Good day everyone, it's Grizzly's Storytime. Today we're going to continue our Bible story from the book of Bible stories. In our last story, God had already created the world, the creatures and Adam and Eve. He told Adam and Eve that they could eat anything they desired from the Garden of Eden, but don't eat from the tree of knowledge. But Eve was tempted by Satan and ate the fruit from the tree of knowledge she also gave to Adam, and he ate the fruit also. God was very angry and disappointed and decided to throw Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden and told them to look after themselves and that they would no longer be able to talk to God face to face as they had always done. So what did God do now? Let's find out. Let us begin. The story is called Noah's Big Boat. Years went by and the earth was now full of people. But people had completely forgotten all about God and did more and more evil things to one another. This made God very sad, and he tried to find a good person somewhere on earth.
God tried to find a good person on earth.
God searched, but he found only one good man. His name was Noah. Noah loved and obeyed God. God said to Noah, "I regret there are created people, and I want to start all over again. I'm going to send a big flood over the world, but you and your family will be safe."
I'm going to flood the world, but your family will be safe.
God then told Noah to build a giant boat called an ark. It was big enough to hold Noah's family and one pair, a male and female, of all living animals in the world. The ark will protect you and the animals and keep you safe from the flood, God said.
God said the ark will protect you and keep you safe.
Noah and his 3 sons spent many years building the ark. The ark was built exactly following the instructions God had given to Noah. When the ark was finished, God sent every kind of animal to Noah. 2 by 2, they all entered into the ark, where rooms were prepared for them to stay. When all the many animals had entered into the ark, God himself closed the big door to the ark right behind Noah.
God closed the big door to the ark.
Then it started to rain. First, water covered the streets and the fields, and the rain continued to fall all over the world. Then it covered houses and towns. More rain fell, and the ark began to float quietly and safe. The big boat started to float by the wind and the strong current, which led the ark away on the big waters that now covered the whole world. But everyone inside the ark was safe because God had told Noah how to build the ark to stay dry and safe. Rain kept falling for 40 days and nights, and even the mountain tops were covered with water. Noah and his family were now the only people still alive on earth.
Noah and his family were the only humans alive on earth.
After the rain stopped, the ark floated around on the waters almost half a year. The water had dried up little by little, and the mountain tops were now visible again. But all the valleys and the big forests were still covered by waters. Then, one day, the ark touched dry ground on the side of a mountain called Ararat. Noah opened a window in the ark and sent out a black raven. He let the bird fly away, but it immediately returned to Noah because it did not find any dry land. Then Noah sent out a dove to see if the water had dried up from the land. But the dove also returned to the ark because it found no place to land. Noah waited 7 more days and sent the dove out again. This time the bird came back with a green twig in its beak. Noah smiled.
The dove came back with a green twig in its beak. Noah smiled.
He knew that it was possible to find dry land. A week later, Noah released the dove once more. But this time the dove did not return, and Noah knew it was time to leave the ark. God then said, "Everybody can leave the ark, for the flooding is over." And Noah sent out all the animals.
God said the flooding is over. Noah sent out all of the animals.
They were excited to go out into a new world just waiting for them. Noah built an altar to worship God and to thank him for keeping his family and all the animals safe. Then God blessed Noah and his sons and said, "I am making a promise to you today. Watch the rainbow I have put up in the sky. This shall be the sign to you that I will never destroy the world again with a flood."
Watch for the rainbow. This is a sign that I will never destroy the world with a flood again.
Still, in the time right after the flooding, Noah and his family always were a little anxious when the dark skies and the heavy rain came. But they always remembered God's promise to them. And after the rain, when the sun was breaking through, the bright, colourful rainbow showed up in the sky. They were safe, and God would keep his promise always.
The rainbow showed they were safe, and God would keep his promise.
That's the end of the story of Noah's big boat. God was really upset and angry with people and realized he had made a mistake. He chose Noah because Noah was faithful to him and loved God. I'm glad that God saved all the innocent creatures. If it rains heavy in your part of the world, look for that rainbow. Then you will know that God will keep you safe. That's the last of our Bible stories for now. I have created a few new adventure stories that I'm eager to share with you. See you again soon. Bye!